Hey, thanks for listening to the Happening Junction Triangle podcast. I'm your host, Rain Lang, co-founder of happeningjunctiontriangle.ca, your neighborhood real estate specialist. Now, on today's episode, I'd like to look at all the hype surrounding the Toronto real estate market, and of course, in specific, the Junction Triangle and the Toronto West area. It was reported that there were 7,974 sales through the Toronto real estate MLS system in June, and this figure was down 37.3% in comparison to June 2016. Now, this is the second month since the Ontario Fair Housing Market Plan has been introduced. In my opinion, I think a lot of what that plan did was it elicited an emotional response in both buyers and sellers. And what we're seeing in the market right now, and we look at what happened in June, you have on one hand, you have a lot of motivated potential buyers, and they're standing on the sidelines. They're looking to see what's going to happen. Is there going to be more inventory? And what does this mean in terms of what's going to happen to the prices? And then when you look at sellers, a lot of sellers probably feel that, have we finally reached the place in which the growth in price has peaked? And we've seen an increase in the number of houses up for sale, and that's certainly going to affect the supply side of things for a lot of buyers, and we're going to see this trend continue as we move throughout 2017. Now, when we look at the numbers for the Junction Triangle, which is the W2 district, because the Toronto Real Estate Board has a number of different districts that are divided, the west side of the city, the central, and the east, and the Junction Triangle is in W2. If we look at what happened there were a total of 87 sales and 150 new listings. And on average, when you look at the four major housing segments, detached home, semi-detached home, condos, and condo townhouses, the average day on the market was 11. Looking at detached homes, there were 25 sales with an average price of $1.2 million. For semi-detached homes, there were 29 sales with an average price of $910,000. Condominium townhomes, there were 5 sales with an average sale price of $730,000. And condominiums, there were sales of 21 with an average price of $540,000. So the top 3 leaders come at no surprise: semi-detached home, detached homes, and condominiums. The inventory with the condominium towns have just, since the beginning of 2017, just have been restricted. There haven't been a lot of change in terms of inventory on the market, and you can see that reflected in the number of sales and the steady climb of the average sale price. So essentially, where we're at right now for buyers and sellers moving forward, it's the impact really has yet to be really seen, and the reactions of the buyers and the sellers, I think, will eventually result in a balanced market, and the supply side will increase, and eventually a lot of the buyers that are standing on the sidelines will realize that, now is always a good time to buy a house, and eventually supply and demand will reach some sort of equilibrium. And the market conditions will continue to evolve throughout the years, and it'll flux as we move closer towards a seller or closer towards a buyer's market, and flux in between a buyer and a seller market. So I think at any rate, when we move towards a balanced market, everyone wins. So thank you for tuning in to the episode. If you want to get some more information and reach out, you can visit us online at happeningjunctiontriangle.ca. Till then, take care, and we'll talk to you soon.